Again, another session on quadratic equation. The previous one we have learned how to know if any given equation is in the quadratic format or not. Secondly, we learned in the same session about how to express any given situation in a quadratic equation format, and here we start learning on how to solve the quadratic equation given. The first and the foremost, the basic one which you might have learned even in the previous years, about factorization by middle term splitting. Secondly, we learned solving a quadratic equation by completing the square method, and that is where we need to be a little more attentive. And then you have the quadratic equation formula to find the roots. Solving any quadratic equation is equivalent to finding the roots of the quadratic equation or the zeros of a given polynomial, which you might have learnt in the section of polynomial. So here we just simply be taking up questions for factorization to find the roots of the quadratic equation, which is equal to solving the quadratic equation. Supposedly it's given x6x square minus x minus 2 equals 0. If we have to solve this, we have to split the middle term, so I need a 2 minus 12, so it is minus 4x plus 3x gives you a minus 12x. This equals 0. I'm splitting the middle term, thereby getting this AC as 12, and the middle term should be 1 minus 1, sorry. What can I take common from the first two terms? I think it is 2x can be taken common, so I will be left with a 3x minus 2, and here nothing, so 1 can be taken common, thereby leaving us with 3x minus 2 equals 0. So it is 2x plus 1, 3x minus 2, that's equals 0. Now as we have to find the roots, we will equate these two factors to 0. So 1 is 2x plus 1 equals 0, and here in it is 3x minus 2 equals 0. So 2x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to minus 1 by 2. This gives us 3x equals 2 and x equals 2 by 3. We will be taking a couple of more examples on the similar note. Next one I can manage on this space, I guess. It's so it should be 3x square minus 2 root 6x plus 2 equals 0. Herein we have to think to get 6. A and C gives us 6, so it is 3x square minus root 6x, and root 6x gives us 2 root 6x, and when multiplied will give you a 6. This equals 0. Now if I take root 3x common, I will be left with another root 3x here, and here it will be root 2. I can only take one common, thereby leaving me with, no, I cannot, I don't need to take one common out of this. I can take a root 2 common because I need a root 3 here, x, and so it is 2, so it will be a minus root 2 minus root 2 minus root 2 give you a plus 2, that's equals 0. So one factor is root 3x minus root 2, and the other one also is root 3x minus root 2. The both if to be equated to 0, that means I'll write 3x minus root 2 equals 0 for both of them. So x will be root 2 by root 3, or it can be written as 2 by 3 for both the case. I mean, there will be two roots, so it is 2 by 3, root 2 by 3 and root 2 by 3. Okay, we now take up one more such question. It says it's x equal x square minus 3x minus 10 equals 0. If we solve this, it will be x square minus 5x plus 2x, because if you multiply, this gives you a minus 10x. Minus 10 equals 0. Thereby, if I take x common, I'll be left with x minus 5. If I take a 2 common, I again will be left with a minus x minus 5. So thereby making it x plus 2 and x minus 5 equals 0. So now both of them, when equated to 0, will be x is minus 2, and when x minus 5 is equated to 0, will be x equals 5. So thereby it is minus 2 and 5. Now let's take up a situation, frame our own quadratic equation for the same and solve it by factorization. Let's write a short question on it. It says find two consecutive positive numbers. It says positive numbers or integers. You can also get questions wherein they are formed integers. Ignore that spell mistake, please. Sum of whose squares is 365. So we have to assume two positive consecutive number integers. One suppose is x, so the other one will be x plus 1. As per the question, it says sum of whose squares, so it is x square is 1 and plus sum of the next square of the next number as well. This is giving us 365. So let me remove the bracket for the second one. That's giving x square plus 2x plus 2 equals 365. They were making it as 2x square plus 2x. If I carry 365 to the left, it will be 363 equals 0. We have to solve this equation. I hope I got that right. Yes, it is x square plus 2x plus 2. Now 363 into 2 will be 726. And I need to get a 726 thereby. Is this divisible by 6? Gives me 121, and it is 11, so it is 66. No, do I take it with 3? Maybe that would help me. I need a 726 for this one, so 726 can just be taken as if I divide it by 3, what do I get? No, I'm still not getting that one, so it will be 4 is giving me 16, thereby 3. Did I get this wrong anywhere? No. Yeah. So 3 2s are 6, 1, 3, 4, 2, again 3. No, it is 2, 21. So it's 11 and 11. So it is 22 and 33. Will it give us? No, that's giving a 11 gap. What I now observe, I think I made some mistake somewhere, so I think this will be, oh yeah, it's a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square, that gives me 1, and if I carry this will give me 364. Thereby if I reduce this, it gives me x square plus x minus 2 and 2, 8, 16, 2, 0. I have to now break this 182 is divisible. Okay, I try. It's not 2. I'm getting as 91. I think 91 divides 13. That's give me 7. So it is 14 into 7. Yes, so I'm getting it as plus 14x minus 13x minus 182 equals 0. If I take, I guess x plus 14 will be left here, minus 13 when taken will be leaving me with x plus 14 again. So the two positive numbers will be minus 13 equals 0, and the other one will be x plus 14 have to be equal to 0. Now this gives us x a negative number, so we will not choose this one because we need x to be a positive number, so x is 13. So the two numbers we have chosen to be 13 and the next one 13 plus 4, that gives us a 14 here. Next, one more question on a similar note. I'll write the question here. Sorry. It says find the two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. This won't take us long to solve, I hope. There are two numbers whose sum is 27. If one number is x, then the other one has to be 27 minus x, assuming x to be one of the numbers. And it says the product of these two numbers, that is one x and the other one being 27 minus x, gives us 182. So it is 27x. It's not necessarily that you write it as 27 minus x. The other number can also be x plus 27. This, if I have taken 27 minus x, is the ultimately, even if you are taking 27 plus x, the other number, the quadratic equation both ways will be same. So it is x square minus 27x minus 182 equals 0. Now if I rearrange and remove the remove this minus 2x square, it becomes minus 27x minus 1 plus 182 equals 0. So we need a 27 for it, so it is 291, again 13 and 7. So this again is giving us the same break as we did in the last question. So it is minus 14x minus 13x gives us 182, that's equals 0. And if I take x common, it becomes x minus 14. Again I'll get an x minus 14. So the two numbers x is equal to 13 and x is equal to 14, thereby giving them, equating these two factors to 0. So 13 and 14 are the two numbers. If you add, will give you a sum of 27. If you multiply, that gives you a 182. Thank you.